girl just touched the badge and was immediately shocked. She crouches down to touch the badge again and crosses it again. Curious, she picked up the badge and looked ahead to a golden field of wheat. The girl stood up and surveyed her surroundings. In the distance stood an ornate palace. Curiosity drove her forward, but she ran into an invisible wall. Could I be dreaming? The man smiled weakly and was about to help pick up the medallion when the girl hastily stopped it, fearing that the others would find out about the secret, and then wrapped the medallion in chewing gum paper. She showed it off as her father took her home. But her father doesn't believe in the magic of the badge and touches it without a single reaction, and with a puzzled look on her face, the girl touches it again. At that moment, she's physically levitating, traveling rapidly through a wheat field. Suddenly, her father interrupts her mirror image and takes away the badge. In order to solve the mystery in her mind, the girl at night secretly gets the badge and is happily walking towards the palace to find out what's going on. Not surprisingly, it hits the wall again. She followed the wall, slowly looking for an exit, and when she found it, she walked straight to it, and with a puff, the field swallowed her up and then rolled to the bottom of the stairs. Undeterred, she rolled her bike out into the road, took out her badge and touched it, eyeballing the exact location of the palace, then rode straight ahead. She came to an isolated clearing, pulled out her badge again and touched it, and just as nearly got scraped up by the flying machine. Behind her saw the scene in front of her. She was shocked by the out-of-this-world, advanced flight charm self-attachment charging treasure, high-tech flight track. At that moment, the girl heard the craft was about to depart, so she followed ready to enjoy herself, but her feet were soaked with water and the badge in her hand was counting down. She ran as hard as she could, but her feet were getting more and more resistant. Just the moment she stepped towards the airship, only to come back to reality. When she got home, she googled the badge and came to find a store that was acquiring the badge. Following the address, she arrived at a toy store. When the store clerk saw the badge, his face suddenly changed and hurriedly asked the girl what she saw. Girl see the situation is not right ready to leave. Did not expect the other side, directly pulled out a laser gun off. The two men took the gun and shot at the roof, asking Lisa where the badge came from. She takes the opportunity to hide. An iron ball rolls to their feet, and as they prepare to shoot, it suddenly detonates, and the two are instantly frouncing. Mary breaks the window and uses magic to save Lisa's arm. Both sides begin to fight, with Mary's fighting prowess exploding. After easily defeating the two, it is discovered that they are both robots. Tom turns on the homebrew program, so he can escape before the two explode. Mary punches the window and grabs the car to leave. On the way, Lisa realizes that Mary is also a robot and slams on the brakes to escape. Mary catches up. Lisa jumps down and snatches Moncler Outlet, store the car and speeds off. As Moncler Outlet store, she gives chase. Lisa blinks and sits up. Fleeing at 80 mph per second, she's incredulous to see Mary catching up. Mary jumps into the bucket. Lisa brakes and shoots him into the car, pulls the key and unlocks the door. Tells her he's here to pick the savior candidate and wants her to come along. The badge is currently low on power, and only the spaceship detective can renew it. The next day, Lisa arrives in front of the detective's house, and a large black dog rushes out. It turns out to be the dog from the 3D image projection, and after knocking on the door to no avail, displays the badge. After being sent flying by the energy wave, Lisa sets the chariot on fire. The detective notices and freezes the car with a fire extinguisher. However, it still falls for Lisa's scheme. Lisa enters the cabin and is also shaken by the energy wave as it knocks on the door. Inside the room, Mary's childhood photos are seen, and another room is filled with technological equipment and weapons. At this point, the detective comes into the tunnel and the two have a discussion. The detective doesn't want to interface with the new world. An alarm goes off, and a large number of robots creep up on the detective, closing the roll-up door too late. The enemy is broken in. The back door is infiltrated by a bald head, only to be eliminated by a mechanism in the doorframe. The two then lay into the bathtub on a flying machine ready to take off. The robot hugs the machine with just a thud. The two climb out of the bathtub and proceed to get into Mary's car, and the trio arrive at the top of the Eiffel Tower. The rocket rises from the base of the tower. The three men lift off in the rocket and travel through the atmosphere to the moon. Then, they return to Earth at great speed. Time and space warps, and soon, the rocket returns to the new world. The executive leader steps out of the train to greet them and lead them to the time probe room. Lisa touches the time sphere and is horrified by the sight of the future he sees. He knows that they have been summoned to save the Earth because the survey tower predicts the destruction of the planet in 58 days, with earthquakes, volcanic eruptions, tsunamis, melting glaciers, and other disasters everywhere. Lisa suggests shutting down the survey tower, but the leader refuses. The detective seizes the opportunity to shut down the tower, and Mary tries to detonate it but is stopped by a robot. Lisa throws the bomb upwards and gets sucked in. Lisa finds the bomb, the portal opens and the bomb is thrown and explodes. When the leader is wounded and tries to attack Lisa, Mary stands up to the attack and decides to detonate the self-destruct system before the detective throws him off the tower. When the tower detonates, the leader is killed. The story ends with Lisa and the detective once again recruiting young people with dreams for the new world. If you could see the future, what would you do?